During the past 2 decades, Caribbean policymakers have struggled on how to deal with the many social problems affecting our children and adolescents, from HIV to violence in schools.
Most of the children are really from a depressed area, not too far from me, about 5-10 minute walk from the school area. A lot of drugs in the area and high incidence of sexual activity starting from very young.
Some girls may be aggressive, but some boys are aggressive. And some boys think it's their right to touch you where they like and push you around and get in your way. And even if you're very nice or you bark once, they think you're aggressive. And it's not fear. I don't think it's fear.
One solution endorsed by CARICOM in 1998 was to implement a life skills-based program in Caribbean schools, where children will not only have the knowledge, but the skills to deal with the many issues confronting them. That program, Health and Family Life Education, or HFLE, is taught in several primary and secondary schools in the Eastern Caribbean.
We're learning about health, different types of health, how we can take care of our bodies physically.
I've learned how to accept myself as I am, about self-esteem, how to build up myself, not by degrading others, but just looking into myself and knowing what is wrong with me and how to do those changes that will make it right.
When someone forces you to do something like take drugs, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it.
Well, I think it is of strategic importance for principals and particularly the Ministry of Education here in Barbados and ministries of education throughout the Caribbean to look seriously at health and family life education as a wonderful teaching tool in terms of combating the disciplinary problems and the other social problems that manifest themselves within the school setting.
To date, just under 500,000 children across the Caribbean have learnt skills to help them deal with their sexual and reproductive health, eating and fitness, and interpersonal relationships and the environment. Some of these skills include coping skills.
Well, my favorite life skill is coping skills. As you go through the different stages in your life, there are many changes that you will encounter, and as a result, you will find people saying negative things to you in order to bring you down.
Students also learn refusal skills.
I've learned not to have unprotected sex and not to just go around asking people to have sex because they can catch disease like herpes and gonorrhea and HIV.
Well, if I've been pressured to have sex, my friend is pressuring me to have sex, I won't be friends with that person anymore because that's not a good person.
If somebody pressure me to have sex, I would stay away from that person or wait until I'm older.
And they learn negotiation and conflict resolution skills.
You learn how to withstand peer pressure, not to get pressured by people to do the wrong things.
Like if somebody was pressuring you to do something that you don't want to do, you could stand up to them and say no, you're not going to do it, and no let anybody take control over you.
One of the skills that I learned in HFLE class is how to manage my anger.
If I was on the football field and somebody fouled me, I will excuse him.
We learn how to deal with peer pressure and consequences.
In health class, I learned that one of the reasons for bullying was low self-esteem. And I think that's because they don't get noticed enough, and as bullying they get noticed, and it also makes them feel higher because they're putting somebody down and building themselves up. So I don't even think they do it because they don't like the person, it's just to make themselves feel good inside.
So why is HFLE important? This is not only due to its skills-based approach, but also its interactive teaching methodology.
Excuse me, why are you hitting me?
Because I just feel like hitting you.
Oh, okay. Why is the purpose of it? Do you feel like hitting me just like that?
I just feel like I want to hit you. You have a problem with that?
Not really, but I don't want to do nothing. I'll probably go to the teacher.
We had students who created entire posters, an entire series of artwork based on what they learned in health and family life education. And there's just that excitement and that enthusiasm to learn more because I guess they have seen within themselves how it has benefited them. And I think that is a fundamental goal of health and family life education.
HFLE also involves using many persons from the community who can share their expertise and knowledge on issues. In this instance, a police detective responds to students' questions about the law.
So, sir, if you were supposed to have sex willingly with a person under the age of 16, is it illegal?
Well, under the laws of Barbados, first, you should recognize that any person over the age of 12 can in fact be charged under the Sexual Offences Act, which is Chapter 154. In addition to that, any boy over the age of 14 can also be charged with rape.
Feedback about the program has been positive. For some students, HFLE has been life-changing.
I ended up getting kicked out of school, that's why I'm over here. And so I got kicked out for because I beat out really bad. And so I just got kicked out and come. But because in England we didn't have health and family life, but if I did have it then, and the teacher I have now, if I had it then I would have probably wouldn't have paid any mind.
I wish I would take health and family life because it's very good, and it will teach other people how to control their emotions, their feelings.
I learned that health is not just physical, but it also has to do with your mind and your relationship with others.
Teachers have also seen tremendous changes in students and the positive impact HFLE has had in their lives.
The students are able to, say what is on their minds. They're able to speak from the heart. They're able to speak about what bothers them, talk about things like sexuality, things that they might not feel very comfortable speaking to perhaps even their parents, unfortunately.
There was this young lady who was having some issues within her home environment, and it had impacted significantly on her self-image and her self-esteem. And during one of the sessions in Health and Family Life Education, she just cried, and that touched me in a very profound way as an adult and as a teacher, because as a teacher I am there to protect students, and to see one of my students cry because of something that is totally beyond their power left a mark on me. But after she was exposed to the relevant Health and Family Life Education program strategies in terms of coping with anger and coping in difficult situations and what avenues it would be best for her to take in dealing with such a situation, she came out a far happier person. And then the next year she came and said, well, sir, I got this situation resolved. And that was indeed a crowning moment for me personally.
It is because of stories like these that principals and teachers have no problem recommending that HFLE be added to the curriculum.
It is a life program, and therefore all students should be exposed to it. It encourages students to learn about themselves, and by that very token, to learn about any aspect of how they live.
To have FLE in every school in our island throughout the Caribbean, to my mind, would be a dream come true.
Through the Health and Family Life Education program, children across the Caribbean are successfully supplementing their academic knowledge with vital skills needed to succeed. They are becoming better communicators and problem solvers, and they are learning more about themselves. And many of them agree that health and family life education should be a mandatory addition to the school curriculum across the Caribbean.